Hi Aries, welcome to my channel. Jupiter will go retrograde on 20th of June. It rules our social expansion, and retrograde periods, which happen every 13 months for 4 months, are the times when our collective growth seems to slow down as we have to process where we are going. This is a natural cycle. Jupiter visits part of our chart every 11.6 years, or approximately 12 years. So during these next 4 months, it would rework the opportunities in a specific area of our life, detoxing it of the social influences and excesses to make sure that's the direction we want to go for. If we have hit a wall or not able to make a progress any further during the retrograde period, we would, by our own efforts, find alternative ways to move forward. The excesses are pared back, intentions are clear, so we are sure of the direction of growth we are taking based on our own happiness and sense of fulfillment versus social pressures. Because the transit is spread across 2 zodiac signs, we would review 2 areas of your life where we would revisit the topic of growth. One is meant to help us in 2021 and other is supposed to help us in 2022. They together define your growth patterns of 2021 and 2022. Aries Jupiter would be going back over the subject of growth and fulfillment in your house of spirituality, peace, healing, faith, hidden talents and affairs, creativity, subconscious, and selfless service till 28th of July. After 28th of July till 18th of October, the other area of your life which it will be reviewing the growth and fulfillment in is your network. Friends, network, social influence, gains, investments, rewards, and vision of life will come under review after 28th of July till 18th of October. We will go deeper into all of this today. This is part 2, which is sign specific. I have covered the collective impact in part 1. Do go through part 1 before going to your sign specific video, as it's a social planet. Understanding key dates and impact on the collective is important to figure out before our personal impact. My name is Charu and I'm your host on this journey. So let's begin. Hi Aries, moving into your sign specific transit for Jupiter retrograde. Aries Jupiter would be going back over the subject of growth and fulfillment in your house of spirituality, peace, healing, faith, hidden subconscious patterns, hidden talents, hidden affairs, creativity, and selfless service till 28th of July. The Jupiter transit of retrograde is from 20th of June to 18th of October, but the period till 28th of July, subconscious, would be the key space which we will be reviewing for growth. After 28th of July till 18th of October, we would see a review of issue of growth and fulfillment from friends, from networks, from social influence, gains in investments, rewards, and vision of life. These are 2 parts of your life which are being reviewed for growth and for fulfillment, and we will be feeling if we have been stuck for some time, we would look at alternative approaches to this. Jupiter this year has prompted a growth in your vision, group affiliation, friends, social media, fan base, social awareness, and impact. Networking, media presence, group projects, and endeavors have been the source of growth for you. It's possibly opened multiple avenues of growth through appreciation from others, or got you in touch with the contacts who can help you grow, or prompted you to create a platform where your fan base or supporters could reach you. The growth comes through social influence, the growth comes through networking, the growth comes in matters where you are creating an influence over a larger set of people through some idea, through some perspective, through some knowledge you have. And the growth is in working together as a group for you in 2021, or to create something of social impact. Your personal goals have also become possibly more social, or your vision more enhanced with Jupiter's transit in this house in 2021. Because Jupiter essentially, when it comes here, it shows us a dream, it shows us a vision, it shows us that we can impact more set of people. And this happens once in 12 years, that our vision of life and the impact we can make on others, it is enhanced. We last experienced this transit in 2019 for you when Jupiter was in your house of social influence, gains, and impact on larger set of people. It gives benefits from networking by being a change agent, by being a coordinator, by being a group leader, or by having a vision where you're driving a social change. The question of what's my legacy and how I can create it adds enthusiasm to our pursuits here. This is also the house of gains, so our ambition for making investments grow and receiving rewards for our work become very high. We want to receive those rewards, we want to create gains, we want our investments to grow. And that's the goal here. We are prompted to aim higher. We are prompted to ask for more when it comes to our work, whether it is getting more rewards for our work or it is getting more returns for our investments. We are asked to aim higher. Now, this aspect of Jupiter is in positive aspect with you, which drives you to be more. But what happens in this process is also that we become lost in groups sometimes, losing our own perspective or our own sense of fulfillment because too much is dependent on other people or too much is dependent on applause and approvals of other people. Our life's vision becomes too clouded by rewards and by applaud by somebody else. So this period when Jupiter will be retrograde till 18th of October, it would require us to get that inner check. It could happen through withdrawal of external support. It could happen through a reward which is held back from you. In some cases, it might feel frustrating that your vision or platform or investments, they are not growing to the level you had wished. So we might be prompted to change our approach. Going the same path may not be the right approach here if you're hitting a wall, as we are asked to try out different ways to get there. If we have been relying on someone to help us, or for someone else's approval, or walking the footprints of another person who is successful in the field we are going for, it could be even the footprints of another friend or a social associate or somebody who's powerful in your group who you look up to and you think that that's what I should be doing because they have achieved that. We would be asked to chart a different path, which will be our own path. Would you do this if no one was watching? Would you do this if that person of influence was not in your life? Are you able to fulfill your goals using the platform or the social media or the medium or the project you're currently working on? Does that truly make you happy and fulfill? Is this serving any larger vision? The thing is that if we are happy doing something, if something is truly our path, even if on the way to it we are not getting as much appreciation, although that's not great, it does not feel great if your work is not seen or it's not appreciated in the way, but is there enthusiasm to still follow that path despite the resistance? Is this serving any larger vision? Is it purely for immediate gratification? Did we dart from one fire to another to feel good? Do I need a new approach to create an audience? Do I need a new approach on how to present my work? Because this is the house where we take an idea which is ours and then we work with a set of people and bring it to a larger set of people through a platform, through social media. It's like when we are presenting something. So do I need a new approach to influence? Do I need a new approach on how to address the large set of audience to get better attention of the people I'm trying to influence or help? What is my why? What is driving me? Irrespective of people criticizing or not being with me in some ways, would I still do it? What is my why behind this? Is this my road to fulfillment? These questions are critical questions for us to answer before we figure out how to grow, which direction to go, and why the growth is not coming. Because we are going to find another tact and possibly another way to achieve the same vision, but it might come through another way. If the investments you have made, this is the house of gains, we try to create once in 12 years gains from my investments when Jupiter is here. If the gains have not come to the amount you expected or you wanted, you would look at other ways to get it, especially if you have made some investments since March of 2021 and you now look back and think that it's not working out. You might decide to change a different approach to investments, or you might decide to have, if you have outsourced investment to somebody, you might relook at that. These are endeavors of gain, social influence, media, hope of rewards that we started in March. And if they have not blossomed, we would look to change our approach. And we would not and should not be looking for external help to get there, because you would be disappointed if that's what you are waiting and holding on for. We would have to figure it out by ourselves. We'll have to cook this by ourselves through a solo approach. We'll have to find a new technique or a new approach. And it will be a unique approach. It will not be a common approach that we'll have to use to get there. If we have too many influences, too much media presence, too many wasteful affiliation, this is excess also being paid back. So if we have excesses of people, too many cooks who are trying to influence what you're trying to do, too many changes coming from different sources, too many media presentations, too many wasteful affiliations that are sort of polluting your vision, we'll have to take it away from there. We would have to streamline the people who influence us. We'll have to streamline our network, our friends group, and influences. Maybe the people that we are hanging out with, or the people who we want to inspire and influence, they are your niche. They're a different niche. Maybe you are looking for at a wrong audience altogether. Finding the right tribe, both who you can influence, your niche, as well as the right friends, groups, supporters who build you up, that would be a very key topic of growth and change for you. You would change your friends, you would change your influences, you would look at growing a different set of people who surround you, as well as a different platform on which you put your products or your output, and you would find a different way of connecting with your audience or the people who you're trying to influence. The subject matter will go through a change. Third decan Aries, or Aries who have rising sun or moon between 20 to 30 degree of Aries, would feel this change in network and vision very, very strongly, which is Aries sun born around 11th of April or after. Think of this as a triple dose of growth for your vision. Like, you literally are adding another layer of growth, which makes this vision much more inspiring than it was, and it makes your messaging much more inspiring than it was. What's happening in addition to that is that from 20th of June to 28th of July, first Jupiter is going to rework something inner in us. Our inner growth will be a key focus before we get to the social influence. So Jupiter, since mid of May, started focusing on a very different part of our life and psyche. It's sort of lighting up our imagination, our faith, our spiritual pursuits, our selfless service. It's sort of creating a new side of our existence, which is more spiritual, which is more selfless, which has healing built into it. Foreign affairs have been encouraged, travel to long distance or settling down in far off places or foreign country. The thought process of that has been encouraged. Hidden talents might have come to surface. Wild imagination would have come to surface. Sometimes even our hidden vices or hidden affairs come to surface. This is more a topic of 2022. But you are still dipping your toes in this beautiful part of your chart, which has to do with nirvana, which has to do with moksha, which has to do with fulfillment, which has to do feeling whole. Jupiter is trying to make you feel whole within yourself by helping you find your place in the universe. And in doing that, you would find a way to pay back to the society through spiritual pursuits, through selfless service, through finding the right practice that brings your soul a comfort. But before we can get there, you sort of have to nip something in the bud. And that's why Jupiter is going back. It's almost like our spiritual growth and our sense of fulfillment cannot happen till something is detoxed out of our life. There could be some things which are hampering the growth that you're aiming for, which is spiritual in nature, which is more fulfilling. Like before, we can influence others, which you're trying to do with the Jupiter in Aquarius transit in your chart. We would need to clean shop. There would be some hidden vice, a hidden enemy, even it could be a person who we need to identify, and we need to protect what we are creating from them. There could be actually a person who's sabotaging what we are doing. And I mentioned in the introduction also, the degree at which this retrograde is happening, there's envy which is invited. And we have to hide what we are creating due to an external envy. So there is some nipping in the bud of a social influence which is causing your hidden subconscious fears to come to surface. And the grand water trine of 20th to 23rd of June in a house of endings could give some amount of comfort, it could give a vision, it could even bring out a perspective of fulfillment that we did not have before. These three water houses in our chart, which are in positive aspect with each other, they will throw out certain intuitional epiphanies that we really need to see in that moment. They would also throw out some wild imaginative ideas. It's like since Jupiter has been here since mid of May, you would have experienced this, that there's a different part of the brain that becomes active when Jupiter is here. Like our psychological, imaginative abilities, they are amped up. So the water trine of 20th to 23rd of June is very creative in nature. It can give you a different perspective of what you can create out of the hidden talents and the wild imagination that you have. And we don't have to go to ashram or mountain, but the idea of why am I running after this way, this vision, this goal, I think that would pop up. Is it fulfilling? The journey of the past 12 years has changed who you are. And if we are going after the same social goals that we did before, we would realize that the road to fulfillment is not through them. The fullness of life is experienced when Jupiter is in Pisces, which we would fully benefit from in 2022. If since May we have worked on a spiritual or creative pursuit behind the scene, or our hidden affairs have grown, we might see withdrawal of faith. We might see losing faith in those pursuits, or the growth in them, or they might, cease. Because we are being asked to question if those are the road to fulfillment for us, if this is our place in the universe that we are looking for. And in that pursuit of the ideal, or in that pursuit of ideal creativity or ideal love, if we have lost ourselves, if we have lost touch with reality of physical life and material growth, by being lost in that creative idea or that ideal love, or by sharing too much of ourselves with others with no return, you might be prompted to bring back attention to physical life, to consider your material growth. Jupiter here lights up subconscious patterns. It's almost like a wake up on our growth. So it will light up certain complexes and subconscious patterns of fears by which we might be sabotaging ourselves. We are asked to see if those fears, are they truly ours? Or are those fears of the rest of the world that we have internalized? And life of an intuitive, which Aries you are right now, because Jupiter is lighting up your intuition. Life of an intuitive is a tough one. as they start feeling everything. They start feeling everything that the collective feels. They start feeling the pain of every person they help, which can affect our own health. It affects our own healing. And we cannot really fill up anybody else's cup unless we are fulfilled. So, how we are giving selflessly to our art, to our creation, to our spirituality, to somebody who we love, that will come under question. Is that growing you, or is that dissipating you? What difference is it making to the larger world, and what is it taking away from you? Because you cannot continue to go down that route of helping somebody or creating an art or creating a spiritual pursuit for healing others by being dissipated. How to grow to help more people with impact while not losing your own health and peace would be a key question for some of us, and that is normally the first part of the Jupiter retrograde that would mean for you. So till 28th of July, I think these are the themes which will play out before we move to the network part of it. Jupiter, even in retrograde, is the guru. It's the teacher who wants us to grow. The aim of this cycle is not to stop growth. It is to grow in the right direction using the right pursuits. So through these tough questions and through cessation of external influence, we would be able to get our answers much easily. And they would be our answers, and that would be our path. You would find a way where right now you feel stuck in growth in this period, but you would find it through your own efforts and by not being afraid of falling down or failing, by trying something which is untried. Faith is created in our own ability to bail ourselves out of any situation of stagnancy and frustration here. We create our own luck during this time. We don't feel luck from outside, we find a way in this time. So that's what I have for you, Aries. Hope it was helpful. I'll see you in the next video now.